Welcome back to Channel 5 News at noon. This past weekend was very, very cold in the valley, and even this morning was rather chilly. When we look back at where we started this morning, I put the numbers here on the board. You could see the coldest spot was near Rio Grande City in the upper 30s this morning, but as you went into Hidalgo and then eventually coastline, closer to the coastline, you saw temperatures rise a little bit, but not by much. We were still in the low to mid 40s, and then eventually on the coast, that's where we saw the mid to upper 50s this morning. Since then, we've warmed up considerably, and when you look at your temperatures as of right now, we're in the mid 60s, Rio Grande City. Everywhere else right now is in the lower 70s. We have a good amount of sunshine outside, so let's go outside courtesy of Sky 5. It's in McAllen this afternoon, and look at this. Absolutely beautiful out there. It is a little bit breezy. That's the big story this afternoon. You see these flags just blowing in the breeze out there. We've had wind gusts in the 25-mile-per-hour range, but let's go back to the map. I'll show you sustained wind speeds. That means constantly blowing right now, mainly out of the south to southeast, anywhere between about 5 miles per hour up to near 15 and 16, even 17 miles per hour when you get into Weslaco. So yeah, it's going to remain very breezy this afternoon, but all of that south wind is actually bringing in a lot of warm air. It's also increasing the moisture ever so slightly, so our dew point values are going to rise over the next couple of days. For today, however, we will stay in the mid 50s, so that'll feel pretty comfortable outside. Across the Lone Star State, pretty clear conditions, but let's zoom out and get a look at the bigger picture. You see over the Central Plains going closer to the Great Lakes. There will be some snow that will eventually turn into some rain over the next few days, but still very frigid conditions there. But behind that system, it's actually going to warm up, and we'll see a warm up over the Central Plains as well as going into the Northeast and even here in Texas. But look at behind me over the Pacific Northwest, a lot of green turning into purple and white, and that indicates that a lot of heavier rain along the coastline is then turning into some heavy snow potential as it moves over the mountain ranges. So over the next few days, I'm talking about through midweek, this particular area over the Pacific Northwest and portions of California and then farther inland over the Sierras and eventually the Rockies will definitely get a lot of action with a series of storms, and you can kind of see that heavier rain as it goes up the coastline, especially near Portland this afternoon. Looking ahead here in the valley, we are going to be experiencing above average warmth this entire week. It looks like we'll be anywhere between about 5 up to 14 degrees above average for this time of year. Each afternoon is going to be pretty breezy as well. We could see wind gusts up near 30 miles per hour tomorrow. We'll be watching for wind advisories that could be issued over the next day or so. But big changes are coming this weekend, and by big changes, I mean rain potential, okay? It's not going to be a drastic dip in temperatures. Notice we start the weekend right around 84 and we wrap it up right around 76, but there will be a few showers. That'll actually begin Friday going into the weekend with 10% and going up to 30% for Sunday. So not too bad out there. So here we go. First 157-day forecast, 75 today, 62 overnight. We could see a little bit of patchy fog developing. Then tomorrow 83, 84 by midweek. We'll stay in the lower 80s all the way through Saturday. The difference as we head into the weekend will be a rain potential. Again, it will be isolated. We'll be back to the mid 70s by Sunday. Your overnight lows will linger in the mid to upper 60s for the next 7 nights. That's your updated First Warn 5 forecast. You're watching Channel 5 News at noon.